Lucifer the Satan. Satan is very real. He was not invented to scare the little children, nor is he the projection of characterization of our nightmares and evil ideas. He is not a myth. He has several names and titles. The devil, the serpent, Beelzebub, Belial, the dragon, Abaddon, and Apollyon, and many others. Like the other angels, he was created before man. He is called the God of this world because he has been allowed to exercise a degree of control over mankind through sin. He has a kingdom inhabited by the whole world until a person escapes his clutches through the salvation. We see this in 1 John chapter 5 verses 19. Origin of Satan. Let us see the origin of Satan. Satan was a fallen archangel. He was the anointed cherub. He was called Lucifer, light bearer, which translates a word meaning the morning star. He had a high position of trust and was filled with beauty and wisdom, not with two horns, black color body, an ugly face, and a tail as described in some novels, or maybe most frequently the picture that we see in any articles. Satan was an archangel, evidently named Lucifer or light bearer. Lucifer was given charge of part of the universe. Sin entered God's creation for the first time when pride filled Lucifer's heart. He said, I will ascend, I will exalt, I will sit, I will be like the Most High, like God Himself. He wanted to become God. Many angels, a third of them, sided with Satan, shared in his sin and fell with him. They were instantly cast from the immediate presence of God, who cannot tolerate sin for a moment. Jesus saw him fall from heaven like lightning. Their final judgment is still future, but absolutely certain. Let us see Satan's work, his character, and his personality. Satan is called Lucifer, the son of morning, but the true morning star is our Lord Jesus Christ Himself. We see this in Revelation chapter 22 verse 16. Lucifer is called Satan. Satan is Hebrew word meaning adversary. Satan is always opposed to God and His people. Satan is a roaring lion who goes out to devour men. Sometimes he disguises as an angel of light. Satan's consistent purpose throughout the history appears to be to oppose God in His purpose for the universe, especially regarding man. In Matthew chapter 13, Jesus called the Satan as a wicked one who snatches away the good seed of the gospel and sows tares. He is called the prince of demons, for he led them into revolt and is still their leader. He hurls fiery darts at the saints, but these can be quenched by faith. Even new converts can overcome him and keep themselves so that he cannot touch them. The wicked one is seen as being totally opposed to God in every way. He is called the serpent. In Genesis chapter 3 verse 1 to 3, the serpent lied to Eve. In Genesis chapter 4, we see Cain was of that wicked one who murdered his brother. Satan is called the dragon. One of Satan's chief names is the devil. This word comes from Greek and means accuser and is used of men. Satan tempts people to sin. Just as he led other angels into sin, so he leads people into sin. In a way, he already has them. Since they are born in sin, still he wants to keep them. He does not give up any without a fight. He wants to multiply sin in the universe. He is called the tempter. He tempted Adam and Eve in the garden and tempted Jesus in the wilderness. He tempts us anywhere and everywhere. He advertises sin, makes it look desirable, entices us to commit sin. One of the major means he uses is the sin that is already in us. God Himself tempts no one but allows Satan to tempt us. Satan is evil. One of the names for Satan is the evil one. He is also the wicked one. He is the prince of darkness. He was the first one to sin and is the worst sinner in history. He is behind every evil thought, word and deed. He has sinned longer and deeper than anyone else. The extent of his evil is almost inconceivable to us. Humans are totally depraved. That is, sin fills their entire beings. But Satan has a larger capacity to sin. Satan is not the equal opposite of God or Jesus Christ, as some people show, as in this picture, comparing Satan with Jesus Christ. The universe is a battlefield. Satan is vastly smaller than God or Jesus Christ. It would seem that his equal counterpart is Michael the archangel. Satan disguises himself. Satan rarely reveals his evil designs and real motives. He disguised himself as a snake in the Garden of Eden. He pretends to offer good things to us. He is a deceiver. Jesus called him a liar and the father of lies. He cheats people in all sorts of ways. He lulls people into a sense of security, trapping them into ignoring their fate after death. 2 Corinthians chapter 11 verses 13 to 15 says that he disguises himself as an angel of light and sends false prophets as spies in disguise to pretend as ambassadors of truth. We need to beware of Satan's methods. Satan accuses believers. Satan is the accuser of our brethren, who accused them before our God day and night. He accused Job before God, accused God before Adam and Eve, and accused the God-man to his face. Zechariah chapter 3 verse 1 to 5 is a good example of how Satan accuses people, but the righteousness of Christ excuses them from all accusation. Christ is our advocate to defend us from Satan's accusations. He accuses men to God. For instance, he said that Job did not serve God for nothing. He accuses the brethren before God day and night. He accuses God before the angels of heaven by casting criticism on God's character. He is saying that God showed favoritism to Job. The devil also accuses God to man. He says that God is jealous and selfish in not wanting man to know good and evil. The devil wants us to doubt God's love. Satan and demons will be punished in hell. Christ defeated Satan and the demons at the cross. His death took away the power of Satan, who had the keys of death. See Colossians chapter 2 verse 15 and Hebrews chapter 2. Christ overthrew the prince of darkness and is bringing in the kingdom of light. One day Christ will return and finish the job. Satan will be defeated. He will be thrown into the pit of hell for 1,000 years, will be loosed for some time, then thrown into the lake of fire forever. Hell was originally prepared as the final place of punishment for Satan and the demons. There is no hope for Satan. He knows his time is short. Neither Satan nor the demons were elect. Christ did not die for them, nor is the gospel preached to them. Christ himself will preside at their execution. This is how Satan, the Lucifer, and the demons will be cast into the lake of fire forever.